How's it going, everybody? Gonna recap Game 2 between the New York Islanders and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Final score 4-3, favor of the Islanders. I come before you celebrating my first playoff win, Islander playoff win for the first time since 2007. Feels good. Feels good. Lots of work to be done. Lots of improvements to work on, which we'll talk about. But nice to know at least we will not get swept, and we will not go up 3-0 and give up a 3-0 lead. Series is up for grabs right now, heading into Game 3. Now, if you're a Pittsburgh Penguin fan and you come across this, okay, I will give you the fourth goal. Okay, I will give you the Islanders' fourth goal. It was, it just happened to trickle through Fleury's legs. I mean, but I mean, and I say that because as a Seattle Thunderbirds fan, and since I see junior hockey on a regular basis more compared to the NHL, I've seen some pretty bad goals, and that definitely was a weird bounce. We'll talk more about that goals, but I'll give you the fourth one. But give the Islanders their other 3 goals because they were very similar to the Pittsburgh Penguins goals. Right place, right time, good angles. So I just wanted to say that. The Islanders, in my opinion, as a game as a whole, they played a good 50 minutes of hockey. It took them about 10 minutes or so to really kind of wake up. I know they scored in the first period within the first 10 minutes, but you could definitely see them kind of starting to wake up as the first period went on. Second period, man, they had Pittsburgh on the ropes until John Tavares took a penalty. So let's recap the game. Very, very, very good, solid 50 minutes of hockey. First 10 minutes, not so much. So game starts out. Obviously, the big story of the game: Sidney Crosby comes back from a jaw injury. Ironic, he's coming back again. He's coming back against the Islanders, and he broke his jaw against the Islanders back in March. Thought that was kind of interesting, kind of a storyline there. 43 seconds into the first period, it looked like Game 1. And it just looked as if it was going to be Game 1 all over again, as Evgeny Malkin takes in a rebound. Puck bounces past Evgeny Nabokov. Gives Pittsburgh the 1-0 lead. And Pittsburgh ends up... that was Malkin's first goal of the season. Assists go to Jarome Iginla. Up next, Sidney Crosby gets his first goal coming back on the power play. Was at the doorstep. Again, Nabokov with the small rebound. Crosby tips it in. 2-0 Pittsburgh. And the Islanders finally got on the power play and scored. This is the first time I've seen one of my hockey teams score on the playoffs, or I should say see and hear, because the majority of the Thunderbirds games that happened, I ended up listening to on the radio, not actually watching them online or going to the game. But that being said, finally got a power play goal, which was huge, absolutely huge. So John Tavares and Mark Streit get the assists. It was good to see that line going. Matt Molson was fighting for kind of a cross pass / rebound, and was able to put it behind Marc-Andre Fleury. Finally gets the Islanders on the board. Scoring streak ends at 67 minutes and 4 seconds of no scoring in the playoffs. So got that off the back. Unfortunately, about 15 seconds, maybe 16 seconds later, Sidney Crosby gets another goal off another rebound. Assist from Pascal Dupree and Mark Eaton to give the Penguins a 3-1 edge over the Islanders. And then the Islanders, it looked like they just woke up. It was just, they began firing shot after shot after shot at Marc-Andre Fleury. Nabokov still gave up the rebounds, but he played well enough to keep his team in the game. And I was at a bar watching the game, and I just, after the first period, I thought, wow, it's like we played an entire game of hockey and we got 2 more periods to go. Just how physical, how fast-paced it was. The Islanders end up getting one back on in the second period with Colin McDonald. Got a fast break, same like Sid the Kid Crosby, right place, right time, pokes it in. 5 minutes later, you got Matt Martin. He got the puck behind the net. It just bounced to him. Marc-Andre Fleury was not prepared for a shot, a wraparound. Took it a wraparound, scored, knotted the game at 3 at the 10:37 mark at the in the second period. Now, the Islanders, throughout that 10 minutes, the remaining of the second, they had Pittsburgh on the ropes. I mean, Pittsburgh became the Islanders in the sense of in game one, the Islanders were just kind of standing around after a while, kind of tired, trying to figure out something going on both the defense and offensively. But man, if the Islanders could have just gotten one more goal, I mean, it could have made things even more interesting in the third period. John Tavares, in my opinion, John Tavares got a double minor for high sticking. Took a high stick, hit Brendan Morrow on from Pittsburgh, and that to me was the turning point of the game. The Islanders finished, had to play the last 3.5 minutes on the penalty kill. Was able to stop them, and a puck did hit a post, but it's a post. Heading into the third period, score is tied 3-3. They kill off the power play, and then the bizarre shot. As Kyle Okposo, excuse me. Always think there's an extra O in there, but Kyle Okposo got a pass from the defensive zone, shot it wide, and then it bounced back, hit Marc-Andre Fleury on the back, went between his legs. He's trying to find it. He pushes the puck behind the line. It's a goal. Assist comes from Matt Moulson and Mark Strike. Like I said, I've seen some bad goals, and if you are a Pittsburgh Penguin fan, yeah, I would be ticked off too, because you probably would be saying, "Oh well, you just got lucky. We could have won, on an overtime goal, and that type of deal." You know what? You're probably right. That was a very, very fluky goal, but it went in, and after game one, I will take it. I will take it. So, Okposo gets the game winner at the 12:23 mark. Islanders win 4-3. Looking over the shots, Evgeny Nabokov faced 33 shots, allows 3 goals, 30 saves, much better than game one. Played for the entire game. Marc-Andre Fleury has to face 42 shots and 38 saves were his totals, allowing 4 goals for a save percentage of .905. And he played. Pittsburgh did pull him, but was to no avail. Power play. Each team's had 1 power play goal. If I'm not mistaken, the stat sheet is still going, still updating. But huge win for the Islanders. So now the series is tied 1-1. The Islanders have stolen home ice advantage. Okay, Game 3 is on Sunday. If you're an Islanders fan and you come across this, listen, you need to bring it on Sunday morning. Well, actually, I should say Sunday afternoon for you guys. For me, it will be Sunday morning because the game's going to start at 9 a.m. That's the thing that stinks. Why in the world is the Stanley Cup playoffs? I always want to say Stanley Cup Finals. Why is the NHL playoffs starting at 9 a.m. on the West Coast? I mean, I can understand 4 or 5, in the evening here, but come on, really, 9 a.m.? Come on. And you have Sid the Kid, arguably the face of the NHL. Anyway, I'm just saying. I will be up for the game. I will be. Just for reasons we don't have to go into. But if you're going to go to Game 3 in Nassau Coliseum, you got to rock that place. You got to get into Pittsburgh's heads. You got to come up, and regardless of what the score is, whether it's 1-0, 2-0, heck, it can be 5-0 for all that matters. Stay in the game. Stay in the game. We need this game right here. We need this game badly. We go up 2-1. All of a sudden, we still keep home ice advantage. Pittsburgh is on the ropes a little bit. It puts more pressure on them. Because, again, there's no pressure on the Islanders. Period. There is no pressure on the Islanders right now. Nobody expected them to be here. Nobody expected them to be tied at 1-1 at this point. Other keys. Stay out of the penalty box. Pittsburgh's power play, regardless, it wasn't as successful as it was in Game 1. But throughout this season, they did a stat. Well, I forgot the stats, but it's like something like 5 for 20 at one point against the Islanders. That's Pittsburgh's power play against the Islanders. Stay out of the box. Play smart. Do not get penalties like John Tavares did in the second period and give Pittsburgh opportunities. Finally, another thing I want to say, since Sidney Crosby's back, I mean, we won, and I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to dissect too much into it. But why in the world are we allowing him to stand in front of Nabokov just waiting for a rebound? Someone's got to be between him and Nabokov. And for some odd reason, in the first period, we just let him sit there. I mean, if you look at his goals, he literally just takes the face-off, wins it, skates around the net, and waits. Boom, there's a shot, and there's a goal. So I mean, come on, we got to defend Sidney Crosby better than that. That's just ridiculous. We defended Evgeny Malkin well after he scored his goal. So I'll give the Islanders credit with that. So it's going to be a really, really interesting game. I'm excited about it. Excited to see the Islanders host a game. And definitely in a much better mood than I was in game one. I'm happy we won't get swept. I'll take this victory. I'll enjoy it for the next couple of days. And we'll see you for game 3. Go Islanders. Nice win. A fluky goal at the end, but I'll take it. Like I said, I'll take it. We're tied at 1-1. We'll see you on Sunday. I'll recap the game. Thanks for watching, and go Islanders. Again, celebrating my first playoff victory since 2007.